You're watching Game Show Network.
Hi, I'm Marianne Coran, and today on Wide World of Games, we focus on the Hocus Pocus. Well, Doug Henning took up magic after he saw a magician levitate a woman on the Ed Sullivan Show. He began performing as a teenager and later starred in the long-running Broadway hit The Magic Show and in numerous TV specials. Now, Doug has since stopped performing and has turned in his talents to designing theme parks. Well, too bad he didn't design a straitjacket that's easy to get out of. Well, I keep trying. Let's go watch Doug on Tell the Truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Moore.
Thank you. Hello. Nice to be back with you. Thanks for coming. Welcome to Tell the Truth. You know, in history, there are certain people whose names become synonymous with certain occupations. For instance, if you say Caruso, automatically you think of opera singer. Mata Hari is all spies. And our first guest is a gentleman who really out-Houdini's Houdini. He has actually performed some of the great Houdini's tricks faster than Houdini performed them. And you're going to see a demonstration from him. We'll play a game with him after we meet our amazing panel here on Tell the Truth.
Nipsey Russell. Kitty Carlisle. Bill Collins. And Peggy Cash.
Well, we got the big guns all lined up here today. We got the front line team, Carlisle, Cass, and Cullen, plus that great sharpshooter, Mr. Nipsey Russell. Panel, are you like me? Do you dig magic?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm the biggest. I had an uncle one time, a great magician, died in a very strange way. One of his tricks misfired, and he disappeared up his own sleeve. And I just said that because I couldn't think of anything bright to say. So, having said it, let us now meet a master of magic.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Doug Henning.
Number 2.
My name is Doug Henning.
Number 3.
My name is Doug Henning.
And here is the mystical, magical story of Doug Henning. He says, I, Doug Henning, am a magician. My magical, mystical specialties are the grand and glorious illusions. For instance, I change myself into a woman, then the woman changes into a tiger. I can float a girl in the air, supported only by the point of a sword, which touches her neck. I saw a woman not in half, but in thirds. And I do the famous metamorphosis trick in less than half the time that it took Houdini to perform it. I love all forms of magic. In fact, I was given a government grant to travel and study the art form of magic in other countries. All this experience is being utilized in a Broadway play, in which I play the role of, what else, a magician. The title of my play is The Magic Show. Signed, Doug Henning. And while the three Dougs dig in, we'll consult our sponsors and be right back to play games.
People come over to our house all the time.
It's a fun house to have.
Good atmosphere, good music.
Patty makes this outstanding chicken.
Garlic chicken.
Yeah,
I
chicken.
marinate the chicken in some Crisco vegetable oil.
Crisco's light.
Yeah.
Purified 4 ways to taste light.
Crisco lets the chicken taste like chicken.
Tastes like it ought to taste.
She really tears it up in the kitchen.
It's my way of expressing myself.
And she likes the ooh, ah.
See why so many great American cooks agree. Great meals start here. Crisco.
They're coming, whoever you are, whatever length your hair, split ends are coming. Why cut them off when you can help head them off with Pantene Pro V Treatment Conditioner, the first ever root-penetrating pro-vitamin formula to help restore the most damaged areas of your hair, reinforcing it daily, helping stop split ends before they start. Pantene Pro V treatment conditioners for hair so healthy it shines. The reinforcements are here.
I'd like you to meet my husband, Tom. Fabulous father. My best friend. Now, Mark, on the other hand, takes me away to the most romantic places in the world. Southern France, Northern California. But when I really want to laugh, I get together with Dave. He's always fun. So where do I find these other guys? In Harlequin Books. And for a limited time, if you call this number, you get 4 free Harlequin books filled with interesting men, smart contemporary women in exciting relationships, and the most important thing, really entertaining stories. Call Harlequin now, and you'll also get this elegant wine glass free. It'll come in handy for Anthony. He always brings wine whenever he's got something to explain.
Call 1-800-479-7978 now for 4 free Harlequin books and a free wine glass. All you pay is $1.99 for delivery. About a month later, you'll get 4 new Harlequin books and another free wine glass. Keep them and save nearly half off the cover price or return them and owe nothing. Cancel anytime. Visa, MasterCard, or check accepted.
Call for this terrific offer now.
Now, friends, we have 3 young gentlemen with us, all saying that they are Doug Henning, a master magician and illusionist. And why not go down the end and start with Nipsey Russell? Hey, Nips.
Yes. Number 2. What's meant by the word metamorphosis?
It means to change. The most famous metamorphosis is the one that Kafka wrote about. The man changed into a beetle. It's changed from one form into another.
All right. Number 3, can you tell me the name of the magician who made an elephant disappear on the stage?
If I'm not mistaken, that was Milford Christie.
Okay. Number 1, has it ever been explained in general literature pertaining to magic about the Hindu rope trick, the world-famous Hindu rope trick, number 1?
For years, it's sort of been a legend, but just recently, an Indian magician named Sorkar has come up with an explanation that appears to be correct.
Explanation which I assume he's not going to tell us about because magicians don't talk. Let's go to Kitty.
I'm going to ask him. Number 1, do you know what the explanation is?
Yes.
And what is it?
A magician never reveals his secrets.
But it's not for real.
Yeah, it's real.
Oh, I see. All right. Number 2, where did you go to on the government grant, and how much did you get? A question in 2 parts.
Well, the grant was a little bit of magic itself, that I got the federal funds through the parapsychology lab at Duke University. And it was ostensibly for academic work, but I used it to further my magic studies.
Thank you. Number 3, what was the famous metamorphosis?
And that takes us, please, to Bill Cullen.
Number 3, are you going to do an illusion here for us?
Yes, I certainly will.
I'll ask number 2 this while we're on the subject. Is it something that requires a person to disappear?
It requires a person to change, the metamorphosis.
Number 1, is this person who's going to metamorphosize here in front of our very eyes, is it going to be Gary, who's usually a sitting duck for this sort of thing?
No.
I was wondering, because if you missed a trick halfway through, I might get a chance to finish the show as MC, but...
If you're looking for my job, one way or another, I'm coming back. Peggy?
Number 2, what was the famous metamorphosis Houdini did? He went from being Houdini into being a bug?
Yes, that was one of the famous
You mean
ones.
he'd go in as a whole person and come out as a little bug?
No, it's not quite that way. But he did a number of these kind of changes.
Okay, number 1, if you're going to saw a lady in half, where do you put the cuts? Where do you saw her? In thirds, I mean.
What do you have in
half.
mind?
In half, you do it right at the waistline, if she's got one. What?
Right at the neck and right at the waist.
Oh, my glory.
I'll take the part that eats.
You're so naughty. Number 3, which country has the best tricks?
The best tricks? I've been totally flabbergasted by the Mexican Indians. They have powers which are beyond our beliefs.
And they're magical, mystical...
Oh, Peggy, sorry. We just got that little old bell, and when we hear that little old bell, that means pick up your little old crayon and make a number on it. And the number must be a number 1, or a number 2, or a number 3. And we pay $50 for each wrong vote, and we pay the group $500 in case nobody finds the real magical, mystical man. And Nipsey, who do you think?
Well, there's no number. Now there is.
Hey,
I rejected. I rejected number 3 because he didn't know the name of the magician who made the elephant disappear. And I could see no connection between parapsychology and magic with number 2, so I went for number 1.
By process of elimination, we have a 1. And going to Kitty.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. It probably is number 1. But I voted for number 2. He said that government grant was a bit of magic, and I think that's how most government grants are achieved.
Very well, we've got a 1 and a 2, and Bill Collins.
Never thought of that. If I ever saw a magician in my whole life, and I have, it's number 1.
Uh-huh. All right, and Peg?
Yeah, but after all, if he went to Duke University, that means he's a literary magician. And he knew about Kafka, so I voted for 2.
All right, for a variety of reasons, we've got 2 1s and 2 2s, and the votes are in with the real Doug Henning. Please levitate.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Now, we have promised you that Doug is going to perform for us, which he will do. So, Doug, if you will go and get your assistant and get lined up, we'll find out who our 2 good friends are. Number 2, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Don Causey. I'm a freelance writer.
Good luck to you. And number 3, sir, tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Norman Fernandez, and I'm a flight attendant for Eastern Airlines.
Oh, there, hey. The wings of man, as it were. All right, now, I told you that Doug was going to demonstrate something for us, and as usual, he needs an assistant. Peggy, you'll be delighted to hear that you just volunteered.
No, he said there's a girl up there.
That little bug.
Well, but he needs, he's going to change you into a little bug.
I'm not going. Are you serious?
Yes, go up and help the
Why
man.
did they tell me to wear something different?
Well, all you have to do is dive off the... Well, he'll tell you what you're supposed to do. That's Doug Henning.
No, I'd just like you to examine it. Check it over with your hands. Make sure it's very solid.
Yes, it is.
The bottom?
You can see through the bottom.
See through the slats, you mean?
It's really, it's really
Good. Around the back. And just hold on to the top there and check the latches. Check it all the way around.
They're going to mix Peggy with some hamburger helper and serve her for dinner.
Yep, it's real.
Good. It's real? Okay, Peggy says it's real and it's solid.
Now, if you could stay there and watch it for a minute, please.
The young lady steps into the sack.
These are Russian torture handcuffs. 2 chains around each wrist, locked with a padlock. Could you kindly tug on the lock there and make sure it's securely fastened?
Yes, it is.
And here we go. And have a tug on that lock.
It's real.
It's real.
Now, in the bag.
Okay.
Hold on to the top of the bag, just like that, please. And we'll tie it.
This is fantastic.
I'm not an accessory. This is my job.
Now have to throw in the top. Throw the top over like that. And see how the latches go over all the way around? There we go.
Wait a minute. I'm not so hot on my...
There you go, Peggy. You got it.
Yeah, I got it. Just to make sure. Would you kindly put that chain through there and there, and I'll meet you at the front.
You froze yourself into this.
What?
You froze yourself into this.
Yeah. Check the lock right here. And go around and check the back. These are the keys to the handcuffs and the lock at the front. Take the keys and just stand about 2 steps over there. Thank you very much.
Now, Doug, let me interrupt just at this crucial moment. Please notice, those of you who have color sets, Doug is wearing a green outfit, which is important. All right.
Now, don't blink your eyes, or you'll miss Dale's metamorphosis. 1, 2,
3, it's me!
Huh? Now, she opens the trunk, and who are we going to find in there? What will he be wearing?
Houdini. Who done it?
I did mine good.
Yeah, you don't mess around, Peggy. You really had him in there. And up comes the bag.
He's in with the rope.
The rope is still tied.
do that.
Yeah, once long ago on I've Got a Secret, I did the part in the trunk.
That's right.
And I had to go on a diet for 3 weeks. And I want to tell you, during the 2 minutes I was in, there's the longest 2 minutes I ever spent in my life.
Yeah.
It's one of the great tricks of
It
all
is
time. I wish I
sensational.
could tell you, but I won't even tell my wife. Okay. Now then, running a large and a famous hotel ought to be, and indeed is, a full-time job. Our next guest does that, but you'll be surprised at how he spends his spare time. Hang around.
If you want to speak to the best psychic advisors, your search is over. It was like she just knew everything. It was awesome.
Amazing.
We're here at Franklin Mills Mall to find out which is the best psychic service.
The psychic knew so much about me was amazing.
I never believed in it. Now that I heard, it's like it really was true.
It was great. It was really, really great. It was more than I expected. My ears are hot from listening. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe he's telling me this.
Join the millions of callers who are living happier lives. Call now and join in the fun and find out for yourself that the Spiritual Psychic Helpline is #1.
It was the best. It was really great. I'm glad I called.
This is the best psychic line ever.
She told me things about my life no one else ever told me.
The Spiritual Psychic Helpline is the hottest and hippest psychic line with the most accurate and caring psychics. Plus, every time you call, you receive a free sample reading.
Ease your state of mind. Call the Spiritual Psychic Helpline.
Join the winning team. The call is free.
If you have wrinkles and puffiness under your eyes, I recommend Sudden Change Under Eye. Look, before sudden change and after. Sudden change under eye.
Exciting news for perm users. Pro Perm Shampoo has special perm extenders that add weeks to the life of your perm and leave your curls soft and manageable. Pro Perm Shampoo.
Brittle nails that break and won't grow? Get Nutrinail. Short brittle nails grow in just 5 to 7 days. Nutrinail. Short brittle nails grow. Guaranteed.
It's not just what you do, it's how well you do it. For years, the Money Store has been helping homeowners with less than perfect credit refinance their mortgages or get home equity loans. But what really sets them apart is their commitment to service, like being able to apply by phone anytime, day or night, at your convenience, and closing your loan in a matter of days, not weeks, so you can get on with the more important things in your life. Call the Money Store and find out for yourself the difference between just doing a job and doing it well. Call 1-800-LOAN-YES.
Now let's meet a man who manages one of the great hotels.
Number 1. What is your name, please?
My name is Jim Levinson.
Number 2.
My name is Jim Levinson.
Number 3.
My name is Jim Levinson.
And here is the surprising story of Jim Levinson. He says, I, Jim Levinson, am the president of the Plaza Hotel, that elegant and venerable New York City landmark. However, even the Plaza is sharing in the current crime rise. After my office was robbed twice and my life threatened by an extortionist who threatened to blow up the hotel, I decided to do something about it. I joined the New York City police force as an auxiliary mounted policeman. Complete with helmet, handcuffs, boots, and badge, I leave my office at the Plaza and ride off to patrol Central Park, which is known to me and my co-workers as the Plaza's big front yard. Signed, Jim Levinson. And known to him as his big front yard, known to me as Never Never Land, Central Park. But who better to ask about an elegant hotel than the elegant Miss Carlisle?
Thank you. No, that's wrong about Central Park. Central Park is Never Never Land, except after dark. But number 3, I don't understand, how is it going to help you with extortionists and people who threaten to blow up hotels and things to go off and ride in Central Park with the mounted police?
I'm going to reduce the number of extortionists by being apparent as a policeman.
Oh, number 2, you're going to take your horse into the lobby?
No, I'm afraid we can't do that.
Well, then number 1, what is the purpose of it? I still don't understand.
To protect the citizens of New York.
But what? All right. Number 2, you obviously don't care about your hotel. You want to protect the people who live in the park.
Well, it's visibility which is important.
Uh-huh. Number 3, how did you get rid of the extortionists who wanted to blow up the hotel?
I had a very big assist from the FBI.
Oh, good for you. Number 2, what happens in the halls?
Oh, my. Kitty, we got a buzzer. We're going to go to Bill Cullen.
My golly, that sounds like an interesting question, Kitty. What happens in the halls, number 2? Anything I'd...
Nothing that I know that's not proper.
Well, there you are. One hotel is as good or as bad as another, I suppose. Number 1, who owns the Plaza Hotel?
The Sinesta Hotel Corporation.
Number 3, there was is it not one of your rooms that recently has been established to its old flavor in the Plaza Hotel? It had been changed and is now changed back?
It is being changed back now.
To what? What's it going to be, number 3?
It's going to be called the Plaza Restaurant.
And number 2, before that, I mean, most recently, what did they call that?
It was called the Green Tulip.
Number 1, did the Marriott Hotels Corporation ever have anything to do with the Plaza?
No, they did not.
I'll stay with you, number... Well, no, I won't,
I'm
number
afraid
1.
you
Goodbye.
won't. Bye, Bill. We're going to go to Peggy Cash, please.
Okay, number 1, what precinct are you in at the Plaza?
45th Precinct.
Thank you. Now, number 2, there was once an attack made. We make it sound very exciting at the Plaza. On the steps of the Plaza against a famous national leader's son. Who was the national leader whose son was had at... they went to get him at the Plaza.
I'm afraid I wasn't at the Plaza at that time.
Thank you. Number 3, what restaurant in the Plaza serves Polynesian food?
Trader Vic's, and it's delicious.
Then you're right. Number 2, before it was the Green Tulip, what was the name of that?
The Edwardian Room.
Oh, you're pretty good. Number 1, recently somebody retired at the Plaza and got a great deal of coverage in the newspapers. Could you tell me who that was? A person retired, number 1?
Don't recall.
Oh, he was in all the papers. Well, now, number... Oh.
I'm sorry. We're going to go down Nipsey, please.
Number 2, what's the performance room in the Plaza Hotel called? The one where the shows are held?
Currently, it's the Persian Room.
I see. Number 1, do you know the name of the black member of the board of trustees or executives at the Plaza Hotel now? Number 1?
Don't know.
No. Number 3, do you know a man by the name of Clarence Jones?
Yes, I do.
What does he do at the Plaza?
He's on the board of directors of the Plaza.
All right. Number 2 again. What's the downstairs entertainment room right off the sidewalk on 57th?
It's called Plaza 9.
I see. What number is 2 still? There was a robbery at the desk of the Plaza not so long ago. Can you tell me anything about it?
Yes, there was a robbery in the Plaza.
What time did it occur, day or night?
It was an evening
Hey,
robbery.
I'm sorry to interrupt all this, but we got the little ding-dong. That cuts us off automatically, and we're going to have to ask for a balloting from the panel. And, of course, the answers must be 1, or perhaps 2, or number 3. When we're about to find out about that. Kitty, have you arrived at a conclusion?
Well, I have to vote for number 3. It's very simple. Number 3 said that it's, the reason he's joined the mounted police, which it can't help him to protect the people at the Plaza, but will protect the people in the park, is because he needs visibility. And he's dressed as a mounted cop. So he wants visibility. I voted for number 3.
All right, we got a 3 going, and Bill Cullen.
Well, the number 1 had the wrong precinct. I know that.
Yeah, right.
And we made it sound terrible, but I just want to say the Plaza is one of the true old luxury-type hotels that's trying to maintain that standard. And I admire the hotel, and I hope it's number 2. I don't care who it is, but anyway, I think it's a great place. That disclaimer from me.
So we've got a 3 and a 2, and Peggy.
I love the Plaza. I was in a play about the Plaza Suite. But I think number 2, you didn't know about... I think it was Chiang Kai-shek's son who was, they tried to get in the front stairs of the Plaza. So I voted for number 3. He really knew absolutely everything.
All right, a pair of 3s and a 2.
The doorman retired.
The doorman retired. Hey, good for him. Nipsey Russell.
Well, number 3 gave me a correct answer by Clarence Jones's position there, but I went with number 2 because he had so much other information.
All righty, we're tilted down at that end. The votes are in. Will the real Jim Levinson please stand up? And there is. Now, Mr. Levinson, let's find out about your imposters. Number 1, sir, tell us about yourself. What's your name? What do you do?
My name is Walter Kay, president of Walter Kay Associates National Insurance Brokers.
How there? And number 2, how about you?
My name is Robert Gewald, and I'm a concert manager.
Mr. Levinson, somehow or other, we seem to have given the impression that the Plaza is one of the great crime centers of the world. which of course is not true. It happens in hotels all over the country. And first of all, I don't stay in fancy places like the Plaza. I kind of hotels I stay in. At 3 o'clock in the morning, the house dick comes around, knocks on your door, and says, "How are you doing?" Mr. Levinson, thank you for being with us. You're doing a fine thing, gentlemen. Thank you. Take care.
Forget those tweezers. Forget that awful pain. And forget unsightly hair forever. Introducing IGEA, the revolutionary new system that removes unwanted hair permanently and painlessly. You've read about this exciting new European technology in leading magazines, and now it can be yours.
I used to shave my bikini line every week, but 10 months ago I tried IGEA, and I haven't had to shave since. It's wonderful.
There's no burning wax, no plucking your eyebrows forever, no spending a fortune on professional electrolysis, and no hair growing back. IGEA deadens the hair right down past the root. The hair slides out easily and painlessly and never comes back. Look, shaving just cuts the hair off at the surface. It's back in days. Waxing rips it out painfully, and it still grows back. But IGEA sends a painless electrolytic pulse through the hair and root to the very cell that causes it to grow. The hair is released and never grows again.
I was always removing these ugly stray hairs. They just kept coming back. But since I've used IGEA, they've been gone forever.
How good is IGEA? Listen, if your unwanted hair ever grows back in a month, in a year, in your entire lifetime, return IGEA for a complete refund. The IGEA hair removal system comes complete with this special cleansing gel and soothing skin lotion. They're both imported from Europe. This free $40 value will leave you looking and feeling great. Don't live with unsightly hair. Order your IGEA system now.
Call 1-800-870-2002. Order your IGEA hair removal system for only 4 easy payments at $29.95. Receive the cleansing gel plus skin lotion, and if you're not completely satisfied, keep the beauty creams, a $40 value, as our gift. Call 1-800-870-2002. That's 1-800-870-2002.
Are you part of the entertainment world?
Yes.
Oui, monsieur. Oh, yeah. What's my line? 10:20 is Eastern, 7:20 is Pacific.
I would like to retract my joke about Central Park, such as it was, because actually I was delighted to find that the FBI recently came out with a report in which they said that New York City is 13th amongst large cities regarding violent crime. Cities like Detroit, Chicago, Philadelphia, Los Angeles were all much more violent than New York, and I'm afraid we television types, meaning me, tend to exaggerate this thing. Come see us. It's nice here.
Great town.
Our central characters today will receive Cross 14-karat gold-filled writing instruments, recognized and appreciated for their lasting value. Cross, the name quality made famous. Promotional consideration provided by Best Western Motels, the nation's largest chain of 1,250 fine owner-operated motels in 900 cities throughout the United States, Canada, and Mexico. This is Bill Wendell speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
You're watching Game Show Network.
Hi, I'm Marianne Coran, and this is our Wide World of Games Salute to Prestidigitation. Now, Harry Blackstone Jr. is the son of the great Blackstone. He began performing at the age of 6 months when he began appearing and disappearing in his father's act. Harry's been named Magician of the Year twice, and he travels around the world performing such tricks as the dancing handkerchief and the frightening buzzsaw. Ooh, sounds scary. I'll bet he'd have no problem getting out of this thing. Now let's watch Harry cut a person into thirds on To Tell the Truth.
Ladies and gentlemen,